Yo, what's going on? It's your man Sean, better known as BeatsOnT. It's Thursday, so you already know what time it is. You're watching the Brotherhood. I mean, this week we doing a news topic. Um, what I want to talk about isn't really something that's new. It's recent, but it's not anything like from today or this week per se. It's actually stemming from last week, I believe. Brett Kavanaugh, I believe is how his last name is pronounced, got sworn in, and that shit was a little crazy, because I mean, me personally, the highest seat of the judicial system, I feel like shouldn't be anybody who's done anything that is fucking offensive. You see who our president is, so what the fuck. Um, basically, I feel at a point because we're literally like 26 days away from the 2018 U.S. election, not presidential, but still just as important nonetheless. And I just wanted to make sure I did my part in saying something about registering to vote, even more so because of Brett Kavanaugh getting sworn in. Okay. Um, it's like I think we forget because we get so wrapped up in how important we feel as though the presidential election is, that we forget about the smaller elections that can, in cases like this, be very, very big. And I say that because it's like, you figure, we got who we got in office, you know what I'm saying? 45 in there, ain't nothing we can do about it, not for a little bit longer. But what we can do is we can limit the amount of support he has at the table. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why these smaller elections become big. All right. So you figure if we get people in office, you know what I mean, that's for us. Well, as much for us as a politician can be. Then it'll help limit some of the damage that can be done. For example, when Brett Kavanaugh, however you say that nigga name, before he got sworn in, there was a vote on him. Now, what I'm saying is, when you have other people seated in office, you know what I'm saying, that are for you, that can help sway how those kind of votes go when it boils down to the people that are in office and have political power and sway. You know what I mean? When it boils down to how they feel, not how we feel and how we gonna vote, because we had no say so with old boy. You know what I mean? It was enough of a shitstorm starting to stir up that they approved that FBI investigation, but they even put like restraints on that. Like, they wouldn't like really go at him the way they would have went at a brother if he was accused for laying down with, we ain't gonna go there, but y'all feel what I'm getting at, you know what I'm saying? So basically, all I'm saying is it's like 26 days away as of today. And depending on what area you live in, this is your final day to do it. Other states, you can register to vote a little closer to the election day. It's November 6th, I believe. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'll correct it. You'll see it somewhere on the screen. But it's coming. I'm going to leave a link below for the registration cutoff dates. If your cutoff date is today, please do it online. All right, make sure you are registered to vote. Get out there and do something, because doing nothing is definitely not the answer. We got this, this nigga in office. It's nothing we can do about it for a little while longer, but we can at least try to balance out the amount of pull that he has, so things aren't just gonna smooth go his way. And it shouldn't have to get to a point where it's really affecting our everyday lives for the rest of us to stand up and want to do something, y'all. I know it ain't but so much that we can do, but making it clear when we are and are not okay with shit is step number one. From there, we just take it as it comes. But sitting still, not doing anything, not voting, not speaking your mind, not standing up, and just sitting back and complaining and talking shit about it is definitely not the answer. My heart goes out to the women, um, sex assault survivors, victims, because it's crazy how that nigga is on the tippy tip top of the justice system. But it blows my mind. It truly, truly does. I don't understand it. But what the fuck you gonna do? If you're not registered to vote, please, I beg of you, please get registered. Hit that link below. Find out what your deadline is, okay? I cannot stress to y'all enough. Y'all young kids who are of age and could care less, please sit down with some of the old heads in your family. Just pick their brain a little bit. You know what I mean? Ask them who they would vote for and why. What do these other people stand for if you don't know? Your vote is super important because there are people who would vote that can't vote because they got felonies or something like that under their belt. You know what I mean? There's many, many ways that they prevent a lot of us from being able to vote. So those of y'all that can, that are in a position where you're able to, please vote. Do it. It's super important. Usually I don't even myself vote in the elections other than the presidential. Not this year. This year that changes. I registered when I updated my name at DMV and my gender marker and all of that. I will be there this year. You know what I mean? And I hope you guys will too. For those of y'all that aren't of age yet, as soon as you become of age, please, you know what I mean? If not for yourself, do it for your children, man. Because shit that's done while certain folks is in office, sometimes that shit lingers on for years. Look at what Obama had to deal with. Half of the shit he had to, you know what I'm saying, take on from the get-go. He didn't even put us in that position, you know what I mean? I'm saying, though, I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch. Just please hit some of them links below. All right, do a little bit of research. Please, 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 please. Don't let opportunities like this come and go. And then later on when it affects you, you want to cuss this person out, cuss that person out, and yelling at insurance companies and all of this other shit. You got to understand, when we don't put people in office that are okay and backing certain things, and we allow certain people to be in control and have the majority of the say so, we're basically setting ourselves up to fail. And remember, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. It's only one vote. One vote against, millions of other votes. You might not feel like it's much, but we need one vote from millions of people, millions and millions of people, for it to count. You know what I mean? So don't be that one vote that goes against us, because if you're not with what needs to be done for us as a people, you know what I mean, then you might as well be that vote against, because they're definitely going to have the opposing side, whoever it may be for you, is going to have that one vote to make up for the lack of the vote you didn't put in. You know what I'm saying? So please, do your part. You know what I mean? Do your part, even if you are completely against politicians, period, because I feel like all of them got something to hide. I feel like all of them, you know what I'm saying, is dirty. But at the end of the day, it's like you got to figure out the lesser of the two evils. And one thing I do know is, we got one hell of a character in office right now, y'all. We at least got to try to put, some weight on that nigga's shoulder so he not so quick to be able to lift them arms up in victory, you know what I mean? We got to do something, man. But anyway, again, it's your man Sean, better known as BeatsOnT. You've been rocking with the Brotherhood. Please, y'all, register to vote. Get out and vote. Peace.